Hi everyone! So Harry Potter Wizards Unite has dropped here in Australia and also New Zealand. Now, I'm not a gamer and I didn't get into the whole Pokemon Go thing, but I am a Harry Potter fan. So I wanted to see what this game was all about. Now, I'm quite aware that it is in beta mode, so there are quite a few glitches that they're working through. That's fine, I'm just going to set that aside and just focus on what this game is going to bring to us. So I'm going to quickly run through first impressions, what to expect, and what this game is all about. So before we get into details, why would a Harry Potter fan love this? I mean, obviously it's Harry Potter. What makes it so amazing is the fact that it is augmented reality. So you actually get to see Cornish pixies flying around your backyard and also seeing a Kneasel jump and pounce around in your bedroom. Like, that alone is amazing. I mean, I don't think you can get more giddy than seeing that actually in your own world. But it's so much more than that. So the basic idea behind this game is you need to find items called foundables, and these things have been taken and are blocked by confoundables, and you need to use spells to release them. That is basically the gist of the game. Now you might think, you can do that a few times. There's actually a whole lot more to this. Just within the last 24 hours of playing this game, I've noticed that there is a little bit more of a storyline running through. And when I checked online last night and was doing a little bit of reading up, there is actually supposed to be a deeper story, and it's supposed to span a few years. So we've actually got quite a bit to look forward to, not just that momentary, ooh, a new game is out to play with. So like Pokemon Go, it is an augmented reality mobile game, so you need to actually get out. Yes, you can play a little bit inside your own house and in your own yard, but the incentives are to get you actually outside. You need to walk, you need to go to parks, you need to go to what we have, our bushland. It might be, if you're in the UK when this lands, it will probably be in forests. So it's really encouraging you to actually get outside. So some of the first things I've come across are inns. So those are based in parks, and when I went to a bushland, there was like 4 or 5 of them. So you really have a good reason to actually go out and go for a walk. So the whole purpose of the inn is you are able to basically feed yourself, and then that adds energy. So you can actually do spells and actually fight against the confoundables. I feel like I'm talking gobbledygook right now. It does make sense once you start playing. The other thing as well I noticed is that when you're at the inn, there's actually like this little info button, and on the top, you click it and it actually picks up like little plaques that are based in the park that you are, and it tells you more information about the nature reserve that you're in, which I think is lovely. It's not just you're in your own little world, it's kind of making you take that little bit extra of a step and kind of see what's actually going on around you, which with these games is very easy to get distracted and not even see where you are. The other thing you see in parks are greenhouses. So this is where you can get ingredients from potions, because you are able to create your own potions as well as gather them at other points of the game. As you wander around, you're also going to see these other little symbols popping up, and this is where it lets you know whether there's a foundable that has been confounded. Is that right? I don't even know. Anyways, but the little symbols relate back to where they've been taken from. So you'll see platform 9 3/4, you'll see a little magical paw print, and that's basically that these animals have been taken. And can I say, I don't usually get too excited, but when I saw a baby Niffler that had been taken and we got to save that, I was like, my life is now complete. Now, the one thing I noticed when we were walking around is suddenly I was able to get a port key, and you can only get those by walking. So you have to walk, and it does pick it up that you're walking, not driving. If you drive, it actually gives you an alert, or if you've moved too quickly, it says, are you driving? Don't drive. But when you walk, it picks it up and it allows you to get a port key. And then you have to walk another 2 kilometers to be able to actually use the port key. So as well as getting yourself outside and getting us out and walking, there's the other incentive, and it's to make sure that you are playing this game with other people. So there's a few things. I know I took my sister out with me when I was doing this, and at first she was just being a spotter for me, mostly because this game can be really distracting, and when you're walking around, you want to make sure that you're putting your phone away when you're crossing the street, making sure you aren't walking into, I don't know, trees. So it's good to have another person there just in general. But once Maddie started seeing me play, she was like, I need to get this game as well. And with that comes some bonuses. So the thing you're going to notice on the map are these big fortresses. So what these are locations where you go and you play challenges against things like Death Eaters and werewolves. So this is where other people come in handy. You can play up to 5 people in the same chamber and fight against all these evil things. So from that perspective, it's great having extra people playing along with you and going out and gathering your energy and putting your potions together so you guys can all join in that challenge. So if you are doing like a quick start to this game, here's a few things I very quickly learned. Your spells are not about precision. You see me in my first few and I'm like, okay, perfectly and across. It's not the precision of doing the spell, it's how quickly you can do it. So even if you guys don't have access to this game just yet, there is a website. It is at wizardsunitewhirl.com. They have a spellcaster on their website so you can actually practice how quickly, and they time it for you to see how fast you're doing your spells, because that is what helps you against the confoundables. 2, make sure you have your shoes ready because you guys will be heading to the park straight away. That is how you're going to be able to get your energy up and your potions and get that all ready so you can tackle some challenges, but also your everyday confoundables. So that is, for my first 24 hours of playing this game, my first impressions of this. I am thrilled about this game. And as I said, I am just disregarding the glitches at the moment because there were quite a few, but I just know that they are in beta mode right now, so they are testing. Anyways, with that, I hope you guys are as excited about this game as what you should be. If you are wanting to learn more about the technical side, I'm going to add the links below to the web pages that give you beginner guides and so on, as well as there are lots of YouTubers who are really focused on the technical side of playing these games and getting your energy levels up and how to get through challenges. I'm going to follow along with how I'm going over on Instagram so you guys can follow and see how well my sister and I are doing with our challenges. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video.